Imagine standing in a vast open field at dawn. The air is cool and the grass is still. You are looking at the horizon. The sun is not yet visible, but the sky is beginning to change. In this quiet moment, there is a sense of waiting. Everything in nature follows a rhythm of time. There is a simple desire to understand why our minds struggle with this rhythm. We often look toward the future with a wish for clarity. We want to understand why it feels difficult to wait for things that are far away. It is a common human experience to feel a sense of friction when we think about the years ahead. A soft misunderstanding often occurs in our thoughts. We might think that something is wrong with our focus. We might feel a quiet confusion when we choose a small thing now over a larger thing later. This is an intellectual conflict between two different parts of our nature. One part of us is built for the present moment. The other part is trying to imagine a moment that does not yet exist. This feeling of discomfort has a biological basis. Biological systems are optimized for short-term survival. In the past, finding food or shelter immediately was the most important task. The brain is designed to provide a sense of satisfaction when a need is met right away. This is immediate feedback. When we shift our thinking to the long term, that feedback disappears. The distance between what we do today and what happens in the future creates a gap. The mind perceives this gap as a state of uncertainty. To the brain, uncertainty can feel like a risk. It is difficult to feel calm when the result of our effort is hidden by time. To understand this change in perspective, we can look at an everyday analogy. Think of a person planting a tree for shade. It is a very hot day. The sun is bright, and the person is tired. They spend their afternoon digging a deep hole in the dry earth. They carry heavy buckets of water to the spot. In this moment, the person is uncomfortable. They are losing energy, and they are still standing in the heat. The small sapling they plant provides no relief from the sun. It will take many years for the branches to grow wide. It will take a long time for the leaves to become thick enough to create a cool space. The discomfort of today is real. The shade of the future is only a thought. Long-term thinking requires holding that thought while the sun is still hot. Early progress is often invisible. A seed grows roots long before it breaks through the soil. A tree grows internally before it grows tall. Because we cannot see the roots, we may feel that nothing is happening. This lack of visible markers makes the process feel even more difficult. We can look at the scale of this using a simple math example. Imagine a person has 100 units of energy to use for a project. The project requires a total of 300 units of work to be finished. If the person uses all 100 units of energy in a single day, they feel very busy. They might feel that they are making a great effort, but at the end of the day, they have 0 units left. They are exhausted. They cannot work for the next 29 days. The total work finished is only 100 units. The project remains incomplete. Now imagine the person uses only 10 units of energy every day. Each day feels easy. It does not feel like a great struggle. But they do this every day for 30 days. 10 times 30 is 300. At the end of the month, the project is finished. The scale of the result comes from the accumulation of small, quiet actions over time. The educational takeaway is a sense of calm clarity. The discomfort of long-term thinking is a natural part of the human system. It is not a flaw in character. It is a reflection of how we are built to interact with time. Understanding the biology of feedback helps us accept the friction. We can observe that the most significant structures are built slowly. A forest is not made in a day. A mountain is shaped over ages. Long-term thinking is the act of aligning our thoughts with these slower processes. Clarity comes from recognizing the state of uncertainty as a neutral fact. The gap between the action and the result is simply space. Accepting this space allows for a quiet understanding of the future. The shade will eventually arrive because the roots are growing now. This brings a quiet acceptance of the present moment. We can see the heat of the sun and the smallness of the sapling as they are. We can see the math of small units adding up to a large total. The mystery of the weight is replaced by the logic of the system. Disclaimer: this content is for educational purposes only, not financial advice.